Hey, what's going on? All this carpet I'm pulling out of the truck was from the hallway I was at, because we're going to show you how to do a templated hallway today. Okay guys, so here we are. We're back on the job. Stick around to the end of the video if you want to see how I templated this hall. You know, we actually pre-cut this down and we used the old hallway as a template. We'll show you that at the end of the video. So here we are just setting up. Now because this thing is already kind of pre-cut, I've left 1 inch to 2 inches around the entire perimeter. The stair I left a little bit more. Now I'm just fitting it in. And the reason why we do this is because so we don't scratch the walls, we don't rip the wallpaper, we don't scratch the rails. If we were to run a 20-foot piece of carpet in here by 12, it would be very, very difficult to do. So I love the template method, and like I said, we'll put it at the end of the video for you to see if you're interested. Here I'm just going to start making my release cuts. Get it down to a manageable length. Sometimes I'll exact cut. This baseboard was a little bit difficult. It's more of a trim board. I'll cut that, leave 1/4 of an inch. Sometimes I'll cut it exact. Beginners, I do not suggest you cut it exact. So like I said, we're just getting rid of some of the bulk so that we can stretch it, manage it, get the bubbles out, straighten it out, make sure it's in perfect position. We'll go through this pretty quick. It's only a 7-minute video. Okay, so now I'm going to split the room here with the stretcher, or split the hall between 2 pieces. It's an L with that kick out, so I'm going to lock that section in from that wall to this post. Okay, and that just gives me the ability to stretch up to the end there. I love to lock off my my halls, my rooms, whatever I'm doing into smaller sections. If you were to just go to the one end and kick or stretch, you're just going to move it off the other. So you do have to lock it down. So here we are at the end. You know, we're just going to tighten it up a little bit. Hook it onto the smooth edge at the door. This carpet's a little bit tough to work with. I had to stretch it a few times. And sometimes because it's cold in the winter, it's cold in these months, we will stretch it and then we will stretch it again, right? Because as the carpet warms up, the glue warms up. So stretch it into the bathroom ceramics, nice and tight. Now can you imagine that corner where I'm tucking that wallpaper? It would be ripped to shreds if we didn't template. Even, like, look at, there's no scratches on the rails or anything because that's templated out about 1/4 inch, like maybe 1 inch. There you go. That's 1 inch from the old carpet. So like I said, this will be at the end of the video for you guys to see how I template an odd shape like this. There we are, just grooving down and then 45ing the cut below the wood line so that we don't scratch that wood. Clean that out, rake that up. Move the camera along for you guys, same thing. Score that in, rake that up. Make sure you get all those strings. And this is the tricky part. Excuse me, I don't have a full video for you guys here into the corner because there's just no way to, very hard for me to get in the corner and show you guys how I cut this, but I'll stretch this, lock this in with the stretcher, and then pop a couple staples in. Just because trying to get a kicker in there, trying to get anything in there is difficult. You can't even get your body in there. So lock it in, release the stretcher, no bubbles, which is nice. Right, that gives me an opportunity to get in there as tight as I possibly can and start working the problem. Start working the problem, baby. So get that tucked in, get that scored up, get that 45 cut in there, clean that up, and there you go. There's the corner done. There's the hole stretched in. I told you it wasn't that long. And now you guys are going to get to see this templating job. Nice butt joint there, nice seam there. Nice install, no bubbles. Stretcher is amazing. All right, guys, don't be mad at me. It seems that I have lost the footage for how we do the template, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you right here on a small piece of carpet how we do the template, or how we cut the old carpet out and then template it onto the new carpet. Because this job is, you know, these hallways are pretty tricky. I'm just going to put you guys over here for a second. You can see that this is the doorway, this is the doorway. This is a doorway, this is the closet, this is the stairs going down with the curve. As you can see, that let's look at that straight on. That's the curve where the rails are. So it's a pretty complicated, it's actually a lot tighter in here. I didn't do this any justice, but what I would do is when I go into a house like this, let me move you over here and grab my knife. We'll do it with a marker first, is because I don't want to rip this whole thing out and rip their walls out, tear their walls up, and make a mess on the rails. What I'll do is we like to, you know, you can do it any kind of way, is we'll squiggly line it so that we can line it back up at the shop or outside where we're going to cut it. We'll do squiggly lines like here, right? So I'll just show you guys. So you can do a straight cut like this, straight cut like that, and then you get the two pieces there like a puzzle, right? And then over here at the hallway and where the stairs meet, you can do it around like this. Now again, I'm sorry guys, I didn't mean to, I don't know what happened to the footage, it just was not there when I was looking for it today. So here you go. Here's the hall separated in three pieces. Now when you get, let's say you roll that up, you take that, you throw it in the truck, or you throw it outside in the driveway, wherever you're gonna do your template. You bring that down. That's what you guys had saw me bring out of the back of the truck. Then you get your new carpet. Let's say we laid this out at the shop. You're gonna lay out the new carpet like that. Then you're going to take your template and you're going to find out the best way for it to sit on the new carpet with direction. So you can see that it's like a puzzle, right? So because you've got those extreme cuts there, right? You've got those great cuts there, right? Like a puzzle. You can put it back together. You know that goes there. And then you know that you have this round piece. And where does that round piece fit in? Not there. Oh, look at over here, like a puzzle. That round piece fits in there. Now, you want it to sit the way that the pile's going. So, with this one, this is how that hall was sitting, right? That hall is sitting like this and like that, and the pile is going down the stairs. So then what we're going to do is we're going to flip this around on top of the new stuff. We're going to put it there, because see, this pile is going down over the stairs. Put that, we're going to line that up like that, line that up like that, bring this over, line it up like that, bring this over, line it up like that. So we've got enough for the doorways, enough for the closet, enough for the little hook, right around here, and that's where we're going to cut it. Right, all the way around until we have one full piece. Okay? So, and we would stay, you know, 1 inch away from our cut marks. basically your trace cutting. That is your template, so you don't have to take a full piece of carpet in there and try to roll it out in a tiny, tiny little complicated hallway. Trace cut, 1 inch out. I'm just turning it. Obviously, you wouldn't do this on a massive, huge piece of carpet. Just turning it so you guys can see. Now that we got all our cuts, we get rid of the old carpet. That goes in the garbage. All right, guys, there's where you have a full template from the old template. And then, depending on what way you're going to run it, is to run it down the hall, you would roll it up like this. And then you would bend it in the middle to bring it upstairs. And then you would lay it out. But there's your template out of 20 by 12 piece of carpet.